Hello everyone. In this video, I'll be talking a little bit about Oh Snap. So first, let me start off with the name of the series. After getting comments from people that were saying they think the title was a little confusing, I decided to change the name. And originally the name was going to be Oh Snap, Pirates of Shampoo. But there were people that were saying like, why are they pirates if they're not stealing anything? And I had a good handful of people that didn't really care, but I understand for those that are technical, I can be technical at times when it comes to like animations and different things. So I decided to change the name to Oh Snap, Merchants of Cosmetics Who Slay Pirates. So this way we just avoid the confusion altogether. And yeah, I like the name being long like that. So thank you for those that had gave those comments and suggestions. I am taking people's suggestions and listening to people's feedback. And especially if it makes sense. If it makes sense, I'm with it. So that's going to be the name. Of course, I'm going to have to run it by my team to see if they're okay with it or, get their official approval and everything. And then that will be the name. So I thought I'd talk about Kiki since I'm animating Kiki right now. So Kiki is the pilot of the crew, and she's also the chief engineer. In other words, Kiki knows more about mechanics and things like that when it comes to like the ship and other vehicles and also mechanical objects. So Kiki's personality is more of like a bubbly, friendly type of character who's pretty mellow-headed. She's the one that tried to be like the voice of reasoning and always talking about like things that she thinks to do is right. So like, for example, in one of the comics that I'm working on, the Oh Snap crew came up to this village that was like full of like these mushroom like people, and the village was overthrown by the ragtag pirates. So Kiki see all the wrong stuff that's going on, and she tries to persuade Jazz to free these people from the captivity of these thug pirates. And Jazz is pretty hesitant at first because Jazz just doesn't want to get involved with going up against these guys. And it's not because she's intimidated by them, but it's more so because she just don't feel like the drama. Eventually, Jazz is persuaded by Kiki, and then her and the crew engage the pirates in combat. Kiki became one of my favorite characters after I had redesigned her. So here's how she used to look versus how she looks now. And you can see how there's like a big difference in design. I just think she's like a pretty cool character, and her personality complements the way she looks, in my opinion. Just to tell you a little bit about what I'm doing here, as you can see, these frames are like messy, and right now what I'm doing is like going through them and tweaking them and cleaning them up at the same time. I've been using this lasso tool. When I found out how to use the lasso tool, or that there was a lasso tool in Flash, I just started going crazy with it. I love this lasso tool. One of the things that's really important, and what I'm focusing on here, is trying to make sure that it's consistent. So you want to make sure that when you're animating, you want to try to keep your frames as consistent as possible. I remember even when I was like a teenager, I would watch certain animations, and I would always I would notice those things off the bat whenever something wasn't consistent, or little continuity issues with animations. So being as though I am that kind of person, I have to also make sure that I live up to how I feel about that, But that's what I'm doing. Like, you see me doing like a lot of tweaking and like fixing the frame as I'm cleaning everything up, making sure like everything's adjusted to match like the size as you can see like the head turning. So continuity, making sure that it's consistent, like the frames are consistent with each other, is very important. And it's not really hard, all you're doing is you're pretty much like fixing it until it's to your liking. We don't have to worry about putting a whole bunch of frames under a pencil test machine to test the animation anymore. We can just put everything on the computer and just navigate through the frames that way. When it comes to doing things like making sure that everything's consistent with each other and the frames is moving fluently and stuff like that, it's a lot easier today. Because it's as simple as just going back and forth between frames, where before the animators had to do it on sheets of paper and they had to flip through the pages. My friend Malik Rivers will also be helping me with this scene. Malik is another skilled artist and animator. He too will be working on the Oh Snap animation. There are also a few others who I will not mention in this video. I'll mention in another video just for time's sake. So that's all I wanted to go over today. I just wanted to talk a little bit about Kiki and, tell you guys about the new title for the Oh Snap series. So, let me know what you think about the Oh Snap series title being Oh Snap, Merchants of Cosmetics Who Slay Pirates. I wanted to have that name pirate in there somewhere. this is what the animation looks like. You get an idea because the frames is like pretty much sped up. I shot the frames on 12 frames per second, so this is what it looks like. And the 12 frames per second is pretty much equivalent to shooting 24 frames per second, but doubling up the frames. So here's the animation, and this gives you an idea of like the pacing and the speed that the animation is going to be once it's finished. If you have a suggestion for a video that you would like for me to do, please let me know in the comment section. And even if there's a video or a series of mines that I have covered before that you'd like for me to do another video of, or even if it's a series of mine that I haven't done before that you'd like for me to make a video about, please let me know in the comment section. I have a ton of series and ideas. And you can also check out some more of my artwork in the links below. There you will see that I have a ton of ideas that I have not made any videos for. So if you would like to learn more about what those series are, or if there is a character or design that you think is cool and want to find out more information about that character, let me know. You can even leave comments in those websites that those characters are posted in. Don't be shy, I will respond. If you enjoyed this video, then hit that like and subscribe button. You can also check out some of my other videos. Feel free to leave a comment or suggestions for future videos you would like to see me do. Thank you for watching, and God bless.